Recipes that have been handed down from generation to generation, there's nothing like it. And when you discover that a restaurant uses those age-tested recipes, well, you know that the food is going to have that extra something. Such is the case at Gaberino's Homestyle Italian restaurant in Norman. Owners Laura and Mitch Dupre know the value of following tradition like that. Laura's mom is full-blood Italian from McAllister, and Laura grew up and developed a passion for serving people good food and making them feel welcome in a restaurant setting. But it was Laura's mom who instilled the art and fun of cooking in her.
She was also really big on hosting and entertaining. She is a wonderful host, and I think that's part of the Italian way, just being very gracious and hospitable and making people feel welcome in your own homes.
And when you walk into Gaberino's, it's like walking into someone's extended dining room. And yes, I sampled several items, and their food is outstanding.
We offer our homemade meatballs, which is a family recipe. I don't know, we call it the 100-year-old meatball, which doesn't really sound very appetizing, but it is probably a 100-year-old recipe. So that's one of our mainstays on the menu. And then we have a couple different lasagna recipes, one of which is our chicken lasagna Florentine, which is my pride and joy on the menu.
Their stuffed mushrooms are delicious, as is their manicotti. And for desserts, they make a lemon sorbet that is wildly good, and their Italian cream cake is downright heavenly.
I mean, I grew up making it, so I probably made 100 or more of those cakes before opening the restaurant. So that's another menu item that we're pretty proud of.
And above all, Laura and Mitch are extremely proud of the quality of food they serve.
As far as cooking goes, I think using the quality ingredients and letting the ingredients speak for themselves. Neither of us went to culinary school, so we don't do anything that's too fancy. But I don't think that's what Italian cooking is about anyway. It's not, most Italian cooking I don't think is real gourmet or, fancy. It's soul food, it's comfort food.
Along those lines, even their pasta is made fresh every day from a place in Oklahoma City called Pasta Pizzazz. The owner only sells, though, wholesale and not to individual customers. Gaberino's also has a very good selection of Italian beer and wine on hand. For Laura and Mitch, they've had great word-of-mouth advertising and now are seeing very good return business.
We have a lot of regulars, a lot of tables I come out and talk to, and they say, it's good every time. It may be the first time that I've ever seen them or met them, and then they say, oh, it's good every time, like they're just in here all the time.
And their goal is for the customer to leave with a smile on their face, wanting to return for another wonderful meal and dining experience at some point in the very near future. At Gaberino's Homestyle Italian restaurant in Norman, I'm Dino Lalli.